Here we are at the trading desk, and now we're going to take a look at how we do a cash secured put. I'm going to walk you through it. So you log into your broker. Charles Schwab is my broker, and you want to go to somewhere where it says research or maybe trade, and I'm going to go to trade, and then I'm going to go to options. Now in here, I put in the symbol that I want. So let's say Apple. Okay, and I'm going to select that. And it fills out this window here. Now we have the option of looking at the options chain, which is kind of hidden on my broker, but really this is how you access it. It's probably one of the most important things. And over here we have the just a very basic options chain. You have the calls on the left side and you have the puts on the right side. So we're going to be focusing on the puts on the right side because we are selling a cash secured put. Just go through this really quickly. Here are your expiration dates. My broker happens to tell me, actually most brokers do this, how many days it's out. So let's say this today, this 7 days, 14 days out, 21 days, and so out, and so on. We can also look at more expirations. Let's say we're looking at 60 or even less. Well, sorry, we're looking at the 90. So let's say we want to go out even further, and there you go, 119 days. And once we click into an expiration date, we can take a look at the strikes. Now, if you want to look at more strikes or less strikes, we can select this and easily get more strikes. I'm just going to leave it at 8 for now. So what do we want to look for when we're doing a cash secured put? Well, we want to look for this delta. Actually, delta is not appearing here. Let me actually, so this is just a one way of doing it. My broker actually has another way that actually gives you more details in the options chain. So let me actually switch to research, and then I'm going to click on options. Okay, here we go. Let's select Apple as a shortcut here, and we're going to go over to the options. Okay, and yeah, here we go. This is a lot more details that we have available to see. You can see that we have the option to customize. So if you click on edit columns, you can check off different columns that you are interested in. And so I'm interested in the delta. I already have it up here, so I'm gonna just cancel that. So we want to look for delta. So what does that really tell us? Well, that tells us the amount that the stock option moves along with the underlying, or how much does it move. So for example, if you have a delta of 90, that means that every time a stock moves up $1, the option is going to move 90 cents. If you have a delta of 30, let's say, every time the stock moves up, the option is going to move up or down 30 cents, and so on. But delta is also a pretty good indicator of how likely, or what's the possibility of the option expiring in the money for that particular strike price. So what sort of deltas do we want to be looking at? Well, it's really up to you and your strategy, but what I typically tend to do is, if I'm just doing cash secured puts, I would probably be looking around somewhere around the 30 delta or so. That means that there's a 30% chance of that option expiring in the money. And I'm gonna actually close this today in 7 days, even the 14 days, and I want to look at the 28 days. Again, this is really up to you and your strategy, but typically less than 40 days, especially Around that 30-day mark, the time value of options tends to decay the fastest. And whenever we're selling options, we kind of want to focus on that 40 to 30-day mark, 40 to 30 days out. I like to do 30 days because that's when we're going to see the fastest theta decay or time decay. You don't need to worry about that. Just take it for what it is. You can learn more about it. I'll make more videos, but for right now, I'm going to choose 28 days, and I'm going to go try and do about 30 delta or so. So I see this is about 33, this is about 28. So somewhere one of these two. I'm actually going to pick this one because this one gives us a little bit more money. It is a little bit of a higher, than 30. It's about 33. But again, this is really subjective. It's really up to you. So what are we looking for? So what is this? Again, we're selling, or technically the correct term would be writing, or the fancy word would be writing options. Really, that's just a fancy word for saying selling. So we're selling put options. So anytime that we sell an option, we're going to collect a premium. That means we're going to basically get money for selling that option. So how much money are we going to get? Well, we can see that the current price is somewhere around 195. Let's actually scroll up. Yeah, 196. So this would be at the money. This 195 would be at the money because the price is right around this 195 strike price. So I don't want to buy this one, but I do want to go, let's say I want to get this a little bit of a discount. So I'm going to choose the 190. That means that if the option goes down from the time that I buy it, which is today, it goes down to 190. What was it? 190 by June 20th, which is 28 days from now. This option would be in the money. Let's say it goes down to, it's on June 20th, it's trading at 189. Okay, that's below 190. That means that I'm going to get assigned. That means I'm going to have to put up 19,000 and purchase 100 shares of stock, considering that I'm selling one option, or one contract rather. We're going to go over and click where it says bid. We're going to go and click on 4.7. Okay, and we're going to see here this window pop up, and notice that this says STO right here. Okay, so what does this mean? This means sell to order, and it's even color coded in red. We don't want to click on the ask price because we are selling this option. We're not buying it. And if you click on the ask price, we actually see this BTO, which is buy to order. Okay. Then this is very important. You don't want to mess this up because again, when you're writing option, you're selling options. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're actually selling options. So we're going to click on the bid and make sure your broker, every broker is different. This is a different, every broker is going to have a different user interface. But just make sure that it says sell somewhere. This is the number of contracts that we're going in for. Again, this is the expiration date, this is the strike price, and this is the put or call. So we are selecting a put, so it's P for put. Okay, so this looks correct. Now and again, I chose this one in particular because it's right around that 34%, 34% of expiring in the money. So we have a pretty decent chance of this not expiring in the money. We have about a, what is that, 66%, so more than half of likely not going to expire. So we're likely not going to get assigned, but you never know. Now, if you want to squeeze in a few extra dollars, you can always go into the price. Make sure this is set to limit. Broker should be doing this automatically for you, but make sure it's set, the order type is set to limit. I'm going to make videos and talk about all the other orders, but make sure it's set to limit. And the estimated amount, so here it is. This is what we are getting. If we click place order and if we get filled, today we're going to get $470 into our pocket, minus the broker commissions, but I'm not including that just for make things easier. Now, if you want to increase the dollar amount that we get, we can actually click this plus sign and we can see this increase, and you can see down at the bottom how it's increasing. So every time we click it, it's increasing. But we are getting more money, but we're actually increasing the amount, the price amount, or the limit order. So what does that mean? Well, that means that we're going to have, it's not guaranteed to fill. We have to wait in order to get filled, because if you notice, the price currently is going between 465 and 475. That means that if you put something in the middle, let's say 470 or so, there's a really good chance that it's, oh, there you go, you would have gotten filled in. But if you put something crazy, let's say like, I don't know, $6 or something, the price is way out of this. So unless, I mean, the order will go through, and if it goes through, you will get $600. However, there's not a very good chance that the order will go through. You're going to have to wait for this to increase up to $6, which, I mean, it could theoretically, but the more you increase, the more you have to wait, and the more likelihood is that you're not going to get filled. So you want to kind of pick a range. I'm sorry, not pick a range, but stay within this range. So let's say it's going for about 470. We can, let's say 472. Okay. All right, and here we go. We click 472. Now make sure that the timing is also set to day. We don't want good till canceled, because then you might forget to cancel it. So we want this order to expire automatically at the end of the day. Okay, and now we're going to click review. And this is the review screen. It basically tells us all the information that we just input. So again, we want to make sure that we're doing a put, right? We're writing a cash secured put. Okay, we are choosing the $190 strike. The expiration date is June 20th, and we're selling to open. And the quantity is simply how many contracts you want. So one options contract is equal to 100 shares. So if we get filled, let's say on June 20th, this is trading at 189. We get filled, we have to put up $19,000 to buy 100 shares of Apple stock for $190 per share. So before you click place order, you want to make sure that you have enough funds to cover this in case you get filled. And how much is that? Well, it's 19,000 in this case. How do we know that? Well, 190 times 100 shares. And why 100? Well, because again, we're selling one option contract. Here you go, quantity is 1. And one option contract is worth 100 shares. So we're going to have to purchase 100 shares. If we get filled, we're going to have to purchase 100 shares at $190. So again, 190 times 100 is $19,000. Now, how do we know that we have $19,000? Well, you can always go, well, if I mean, you should know how much money you have in your brokerage account. But in case you don't know what is available, you can always go to, for me, it will be the accounts. Actually, let me show you one more before we navigate away from this screen. I want to talk about the commission. So this is how much money we're getting. Yeah, let's finish this talking about this screen before we navigate away. So we've covered what we're selling. So the bid is again 475. The ask is 485, and we're somewhere in the middle. Actually, now it's gone up in price a little bit. The estimated amount is 472. That's how much money we're getting. This is the premium. Okay, this is money that's going to go into your account, and nobody can take it. Okay, this is yours. Estimated commission, for me, it happens to be 65 cents. There's some kind of fee here, so total amount is 471. Okay, now if we go in place order, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to. This is a live count, so I don't want to place this right now. I'm just going to go ahead and click cancel. And now let's navigate away to. So remember that $19,000 that that we calculated that we need to have. So I'm going to go to balances. Okay. So go to balances. And right here in the funds available, again, this is going to depend on the broker. Every broker is going to be different, but for me, the funds available to trade, it says cash and cash investments. So that's more than enough to cover this trade should it be assigned. So again, we only need 19,000. So as long as I keep at least 19,000 in here, then I should be able to cover that trade. You don't want to end up in a situation where you're writing or selling a naked put, because that you're going to end up in a lot of trouble that way. That's a topic for a whole other video, but you always, this is why it's in the name. Okay, it's called cash secured put. So selling a cash secured put. Okay, we've got the selling part, we've got the cash secured, okay, part. Again, we only need 19. Make sure this is really important. You don't want to end up in over your head. That you always have enough money to cover should you get assigned. Now you could luck out, and it could just skyrocket to the moon, and you get to keep your premium. Was it 472? And everything's good. But in case things go south, you always want to make sure that you have a cash secured collateral. All right, thank you for watching.